"I want to go to my mommy. Leave me alone, Uncle Ben." Little Ene cried out. "Keep quiet. Your mother is not here. It's just me you have. She left you for her other family." Little Ene kept crying as he spoke. "She only come here to drop items you and I would need in this house. Stop getting on my nerves, if not you won't like what I'll do to you." Ben's only sister had gotten pregnant out of wedlock and had given birth to a baby girl. She lived with her daughter in her parents' house. Ben had always complained of how it was hard for them to take care of themselves, and now she had added another mouth to feed. She later got married to a wealthy man, but he didn't know she had a child. It would ruin her chances of a better life with the wealthy man. The wealthy man left his ex because she already had a child. This made her hide her daughter's existence from him. She went home from time to time to see her daughter and drops money with her brother, Ben, who has been looking after her daughter, Ene. "As long as I get to live a good life and even have enough to send for my daughter, I have nothing to worry." She had this mentality for a while, not until she caught her brother messing with her daughter. One day when she visited her home, she heard her daughter crying from when she entered the door to the living room. She wondered if her child was sick or something. She hurriedly entered the room, only to be faced with an abomination. "What is the meaning of this, Ben? Are you normal? Have you lost your mind? What are you doing to my daughter?" She quickly carried her daughter from Ben. Little Enya could not say a word. She just cried bitterly. "So this is what you have been doing to my child when I am not around. You are an evil person." "Sis, calm down. Can pot call kettle black?" he said mockingly. "You who left your child to take care of another man's children, aren't you worse than me? Because of money you abandoned your daughter here. Don't you dare speak to me in that manner. Do you think I am happy that I am there and my child is here? I do everything possible just so you both get to live a better life. And you repay me with this? She's so young and she's your family too. You're just a bitter soul, and I'm going to make sure you don't get away with this." She stormed out of the house with her child. She headed straight to the hospital and got a test for her daughter, Ene. She took the results of the abuse to the station. By the time the police arrived, Ben had run away. He dropped a note saying how much he's sorry. He didn't know what came over him. He had always been jealous of how she got favored in everything. Even their late parents loved her more, despite him being the firstborn. She had always been lucky. Even if she made a mistake, she bounces back stronger. But as for him, he always struggled. No job, he was always in one place, as if there was no growth in his life. He didn't realize he had let his jealousy consume him. He had transferred his hate to an innocent child. As she read all of this, she didn't care. All she wanted was justice to be brought for her daughter. Her phone rang and it was her husband. He had realized she had gone out for long. She held the phone close to her ear as she spoke. "There is something I need to tell you, but I will when I come home. It might make you look at me somehow, but I can't continue to live like this." The police continued their search for Ben and promised to find him as soon as possible. She arrived home and explained everything to her husband. He was upset at first, but when he heard the abuse little Ene had faced, he took pity on the little child. "Don't worry, I'll make sure your brother gets the punishment he deserves. And as for your daughter, she can stay with us. I am sorry if I put you under any sort of pressure that made you hide your child away from me. I made that no child rule because I didn't want any divided attention from me and my children. I grew up in a polygamous family. My stepmother favored her own children, and we had to suffer in our father's house. But now I know better." She was shocked and relieved at the same time. Even though she made a mistake in leaving her child behind with her brother, the universe has given her a second chance to live happily with her daughter. She looked at Ene with compassion in her eyes. "From now henceforth, I'll never leave you. Please forgive me. I promise to be a better parent to you and give you the life you deserve." 3 months down the line, Ene was enrolled in one of the best schools in town, and Uncle Ben was found in a neighboring town. He was caught and he faced the consequences of child abuse. Hope you enjoyed this story. See you in my next story.